Yeah, mobile for us is doing brilliantly. Just here in the Netherlands alone, our mobile device is getting over 1 million calls a month. Really, really good, and we're really happy with the functionality. Where, if you look at Google Maps and our device, for the categories that we care about, our device is probably slightly better data, slightly better functionality, some pretty cool stuff in there. And I think consumers are showing they like it. Just from November to December, our mobile traffic increased 70%, 70%. That's just really amazing. We've got a lot more ideas related to mobile, so we're going to be launching taxi apps, restaurant apps, a number of other, city guides is another big one, we think. But mobile is a bit of a sort of land grab, gold rush. No one really knows how things are going to pan out, so our main motto is try lots of stuff and see what works. A threat and an opportunity. So clearly Groupon's come in and they've come up with a whole load of great deals. Many of those deals are local, which could be a threat. But I think a couple of things. One is a lot of Groupon's offers are actually retail, which is a business we never really were very strong in anyway, so we're less worried about that. And in terms of the local offers, it's pretty good. And I guess we've got two options there. One is work with Groupon. We can introduce our customers to Groupon, which we're not against. The alternative is actually trying to do what Groupon does. Probably not in a head-on copy, but there are so many ways to do great offers, daily deals, weekly deals, coupons, etc. Groupon has one way of doing it, which is the daily deal. We actually think that because we have so many people out and about, in all of our countries, visiting small businesses far more than Groupon will ever have, we can potentially get to the small towns that they don't cover. We can specialize in categories they don't cover. So probably Groupon, or the sort of daily deal phenomenon like mobile, is one where we will try quite a lot of things and see what works. So we set out to make the best websites for small businesses in the Netherlands. And what does the best mean? We're being very pragmatic. Our view is a website should try and sell things or help customers find help advertisers find new customers. So simplistically, that has two parts to it. We need websites that generate the most traffic and websites that turn the highest percentage of visitors into a customer. So how do you generate the most traffic on websites? You need to obey all the right SEO rules in terms of the way you design the site, the way you do the copy, the way you do the images, the videos, etc. And you need to do other things that generate traffic, like Facebook like and follow me on Twitter, etc. We're also creating Google Places profiles for our customers, which improves the performance there, etc. So that's one thing we've stuck to the top 20 SEO rules for our websites, which is far more than any small business does. Then we've made sure that we design our websites to really turn customers or visitors into customers. So we make sure that all the right keywords are there with the right product descriptions, great images, good calls to action. You have the phone number in the right place, get directions in the right place, email us boxes, all the right things that help people basically contact the customer, to the point where we're basically getting, at the moment, for the 5-page websites we're selling, 100% at the moment are appearing on page 1 of Google for the appropriate product category search, like lawyer in Utrecht or plumber in Amsterdam, which is just amazing. No one else will be able to achieve that. It really is so hard to do. And 43% of them are appearing in position 1 on Google. It's just phenomenal. That turns into a lot of traffic. Clearly, page 1 of Google is 20 times better than page 2 of Google. And then we're getting the conversion rate of visitors into customers is 14%. So every 100 visitors to a website, 14 of them are contacting the customer, and more than half of those are buying something. Again, that's amazing. And the good news is we've only just started. We're planning to add mobile websites. We're already selling videos. People, because the conversion rate is so good, can afford click packages that go with these things. We're going to start selling Facebook profiles for small businesses. We're already doing a few. So I see this as what we're calling is a web presence strategy. We're basically helping small businesses look good online, on their website, on Google, on Facebook, anywhere else they need to look good, and we're going to manage it as a service. They don't pay us up front for something that may or may not happen in terms of performance. They pay us, and we keep performing. And if they're not happy, they opt out. And it's more like a rent than a buy, but that forces us to provide fantastic search, SEO, fantastic service, constantly trying to improve things. We now have a full-time person who literally every day checks all the websites we've built to see if anyone's fallen off page 1 of Google. And then she basically calls the customer and says, I noticed you've fallen off page 1 of Google. Would you like me to try and get you back on? And then she plays around with the design to get them back on page 1 of Google. That's a really cool service. The customers for that are just so happy.